you think it's a game, huh? Check it. Ball up. Oh, it's showtime. Let's go. Full-court trio. It's the full-court trio. They stay applying pressure. Triangle offense, running, gunning. Who's better? K-Sap on the post. He the man front and center. Swing it out the Keisha. She the queen. That's the sister. Got the bro Clyde glide through. Now you history. The ball at the top of the key. He on the scene. Getting three the hard way. Moderators getting rid of. Any violators put a hater on hiatus. Pull up front row. Trolls getting finger rolled. Block your shot at the rim, Matumbo. No, 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 not in my house. It's the big three. We talk the game the best. I need an S. Livest podcast, get your views up. I average a triple double, sending you players back to the huddle. Keep your rebuttal, stutter, step and cross you over. No look pass behind the back, you on the post. Money, talk that talk, just be ready to pour confetti. Kiss the rings of the champs, that's legendary. The numbers don't lie, most valuable podcast. Fast breakdown through the lane, steam dash. Money, it's the full court trio. We're applying pressure. Yo, the bro Clyde, the sister Keisha, the queen. Duval, K-Sap, y'all know what time it is. Introducing full court trio. We up 3-0. This is 3-peat, 3 in a row. It's the full court trio. We up 3-0. It's the 3-peat, 3 in a row. Let's go.
Hey everybody, this is Keisha, your host of the Full Court Trio. I'm rocking out here with an emergency Full Court Trio live. I got my ladies with me. You see what we talking about? The WNBA leadership exposed, Steve versus the league. I guess Napheesa Collier and the Lynx said they was gonna get out here and talk that talk. So we out here to talk about it. Let me bring everybody up. What's going on, Elle and Tony? How's it going, players?
Hi, ladies. What's up, my good sisters, my gorgeous sisters?
I'm fantastic, girl. I'm fantastic. I just can't wait to get to this stuff.
Baby, the tea is piping hot. So y'all know, Keisha called me. Well, I called Keisha, then she called me back. I had to pull over, y'all. I've been out. Got appointments and running errands all day. I'm in my car for this hot tea.
I left the nail shop. I was like, I got to get on the mic. Let's go.
The mic is hot.
The mic is hot, Chad.
And the tea is piping.
Look, we ain't even had time to wait for no men. We told them we got to go, players. We got things to do.
We own this.
Look,
sizzling.
Nail appointments, hair appointments, running around errands, women stuff, but we got to get this in real quick for y'all because Fee out here called herself dropping mic and all kind of stuff going on. How y'all doing in the chat? Jonathan Gonzalez, what's up? Professor Golden, Reddit Milky Way. Hey, yeah, all the ladies. Brian Lewis, what's going on, y'all? I'm sorry that we just abruptly Patricia Burton, Anthony Green. What's up, y'all?
It's breaking news. Breaking news.
We just abruptly came online. We said, look at
we got to go, Keisha. We got to go. We got to put this out on
Jonathan, Professor Golden, Brian, thank you for representing for the men. We appreciate y'all so much, and always shout out to the lovely ladies in the chat as well.
Absolutely. Y'all know how it is, chat. Love, love, love. We love you. Come on in. Look, pour on in for this hot tea.
Yeah, y'all pour on in and get our reactions right off the cup. We're not gonna dilly-dally too much with this. We're gonna get into it because we as ladies got stuff to do. And y'all know we got to call the game later on tonight. So guess what? I guess let's get to it. The Minnesota Lynx have been knocked out of the playoffs by the Mercury on Sunday, and they said, "Look at here. We gonna do a press conference today." But what dropped the mic was Napheesa Collier stepping to the podium, rolling around on that little baby scooter, coming up to that table with that little baby face. and she about to throw some daggers at you. She don't let them fool you. You
Say, don't let
know.
that cute face fool you. Listen, Keisha, Tony,
Hey,
let's not tiptoe around. Like, the stage has been set, and
it's set.
the stage was set. I don't think that we get this type of exit interview if Kathy didn't mess with Cheryl. Kathy
You
going
what?
after Cheryl,
You wouldn't.
flip the tables. Flip the
Turn that,
tables like
turn that shit
Jesus flipped
upside
the
down.
tables. She flipped the tables when she find that woman. She done already got kicked. She got ejected out the game, right?
Yep.
She already had been fined.
Yep.
Then I'm sorry, she got ejected out of the game. Then you
Uh-huh.
suspend her, and then you fine her 15 G's.
15 G's. I'm sorry,
15.
did she get that in a damn paycheck? Come on, I'm just saying.
Not
15.
look, not only her, Becky Hammond and
Becky
Stephanie
Hammond.
White.
Yeah.
Because
So
they said something. What?
let me tell you something about women in business. Now, we talked on the last show about like how corporate handles things, leadership,
Yes.
all that stuff. I
Yep.
told y'all didn't want to listen to me, and some folks in the chat chastised me, called me ghetto hood and everything up under the sun. But
I
a
don't know
child of
about
God.
them.
Listen, even in business, people have limits. And
Yep.
if you tilt them far enough over the edge, they will blow it up. That's why you got whistleblowers. Fee is
Mm.
the whistleblower for the WNBA. Baby, she came in here. Nas gave us a hit called Ether in 2001, where he shot at Jay-Z, and Napheesa Collier said, baby, Kathy, here's the remix. Ether 2025. I'm unloading the clip on your today. And that's
Yeah.
exactly what she did. And I
Mm.
believe she would have gone unscathed, and they would have left it at the negotiation table. But you done came for my mama bear. You done publicly tried to humiliate her. So now I got something for
Exactly.
you.
And
Exactly.
what I told you a couple of moons ago, you can say whatever you want to say.
You got
You
the
just have to
right.
be ready. You just got to be ready for consequences of it. That's all.
It's consequences,
And
baby.
all Fee did was say, "Damn the consequences." That's all she said.
That's
Well,
what she got.
and let's be
She
clear.
got a
There's always
husband.
consequences
Look,
on both sides of the conversation coin.
but she got a
Yeah.
husband who's running a league. See, everybody's not in the same position as other people. Some people don't say stuff because they can't take that risk. You know,
Mm. They ain't
Fee
got
is
it
the
like
person.
that.
They don't got it like that. So that's why it's behoove of you, the people that do got it like that, gotta speak up.
Speak up. Speak up for it all, baby.
That's
I'm
why
look,
we
I'm for all
criticize
the smoke
others.
right now.
Look, that's why we criticize others because they have a longer leash than
Yeah.
most players.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But I digress.
Hella digress, y'all. Hella digress
I
today.
digress. It
Hella
had to be
digress. Hey.
anybody on that team. It had to be Fee. It couldn't be nobody else. McBuckets got up there and said what she had to say, but it wasn't to drop the mic like Fee. The rest of
No.
them got up there. Nope. Fee say, look, it gotta be me. I
Let me
can
tell you,
I can
you
try to
something, Keisha.
insulate myself just a little bit, but it gotta be me.
Keisha, it couldn't have been anybody else but
It
Fee.
couldn't have been
It,
nobody
That's what
it
but
I'm
wouldn't.
Fee.
saying.
It would not have hit the same way,
It
because
wouldn't have even hit
she
the
could
same
stand a
if it
lot to
was
lose.
Stewie. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. She could stand a lot to lose, right? As could
Yep.
any
Yeah.
player.
Uh-huh.
But Fee is smart. All of these ladies are smart.
She
Fee
got
was
smart ass too.
brilliant. She was strategic. Y'all better know that this is strategy. This
Yes.
isn't a response based in emotion and disappointment. No, it's bigger than that.
No.
It's business. And she knows that she's insulated, like you said, Keisha, because if all else fails, if she get fined, or even if she get kicked out the league or suspended or whatever, it's worth the cost to her. One,
Yes.
because she's bought exposure.
Yes.
Now you can't hide from this, because now it's on everybody's lips. Everybody is talking about it. When you got somebody like Brendan Glasheen from Legacy Media up there on Threads talking about when Fee speaks, everybody should listen. When
Everybody
you
should
got the
fucking listen.
Andrews sisters commenting, and you got all these people that throughout all the seasons we have been complaining about their biases and them kind of cowering down to major media, and all of them are talking now. Now you've exposed something. So Fee is insulated in that, if nothing else, if she doesn't ever play in the W again, she's got her own league. And she dropped bars all throughout the interview. But baby girl said, I'm old enough to be her mama, her auntie, whatever you want to call it. Baby girl said they did X, Y, and Z. And if I didn't know any better, then I probably wouldn't have anything to say. But unfortunately for them, I do. She's the co-owner of a league where her husband serves as president, so she understands. And not only that, she's got Mickey over there as the commissioner for Unrivaled, and she's seeing how that woman is helping to run the league in the way that it should be.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
So she could lose a lot, but she's gained so much more. And in the process, she's helped to elevate the voices of the other ones who may be too afraid to speak up.
And the reason why I say that, because Asia probably could have said it too, but she's in a different situation. She's trying to make it to a championship. She can't leave her team out to dry in the middle of this run, because if she had came out, she'd got suspended.
Oh, she'd been more than suspended, baby. She probably would have had a year. She would have had a whole year suspension. Forget that. Forget a little bit. She'd have had a whole goddamn year suspension.
So it had to be Fee, is all I'm saying.
It had to be Fee. It had to be Fee. Stewie, they ain't listen to no goddamn Stewie no more. Who? What?
No.
A Stu who? When Fee talk, everybody listen, just like
no. And they'd have been running around here saying Angel too young to be saying this. It had to be Fee.
She thinks she is.
Who she thinks she is. It had to be
suspension for a year.
But ladies, can we, because I know we got limited time. Can we please talk about?
Oh yeah, true. Y'all, we'll get to that later. I'm getting reports that Man Bun is gone. That'll be a different video or live or whatever.
Man Bun down. Man Bun
gone.
What I'm hearing. What I'm hearing. I haven't confirmed, but people light me up in my gram. I'll get to that later. Let's get into Fee's comments.
Before we get there, hey, y'all in the chat, y'all get the tea. Y'all got to send it to me. Y'all got to DM us, man. Let us know what's hot.
Yeah, don't let us get distracted, because then we'll start talking about the bun, and we don't need to do that.
Yeah, let's get this.
We about to talk about Fee. So what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna play a little bit. We're gonna stop and talk about, play a little bit, stop and talk about. That's what we're gonna do. All right, Man Bun down. God dang. Well, here we go.
The Mercury for advancing to the finals.
Right.
I have prepared a statement that I would like to make before taking any questions. All right. So first of all, I'd like to congratulate the Mercury for advancing to the finals. And I want to be clear, this conversation is not about winning or losing. It's about something much bigger. The real threat to our league isn't money, it isn't ratings, or even missed calls, or even physical play. It's the lack of accountability from the league office. Since I've been in the league, you've heard the constant concerns about officiating, and it has now reached levels of inconsistency that plague our sport and undermine the integrity in which it operates. Whether the league cares about the health of the players is one thing, but to also not care about the product we put on the floor is truly self-sabotage. Year after year, the only thing that remains consistent is the lack of accountability from our leaders. Sorry, I had to walk here in my boot. I'm kind of out of breath. The league has a buzzword that they've rolled out as talking points for the CBA as to why they can't pay the players what we're worth. That word is sustainability. But what's truly unsustainable is keeping a good product on the floor while allowing officials to lose control of games. Fans see it every night. Coaches, both winning and losing, point it out every night in pregame and postgame media. Yet leadership just issues fines and looks the other way. They ignore the issues that everyone inside the game is begging to be fixed. That is negligence. At Unrivaled this past February, I sat across from Kathy and asked how she planned to address the officiating issues in our league. Her response was, well, only the losers complain about the refs.
Let's stop there for a minute. Okay. Let's take that in. Okay, so Fee talked about how it's negligence that coaches, the players come out post game and talk about the officiating over and over and nothing is done. She's also said she talked to Kathy and Kathy told her only the losers complain about the refs. She called it malpractice. Let me know y'all thoughts on this first little snippet of what Fee is talking about, because they have called it out over and over, and they always talk about, it's just the losers that's complaining. I think in this situation in the WNBA, y'all, I mean, even if you're on opposing sides of your fandom, one thing is universal. We all think the refs are bad. From the Fever fans to the Sky fans to the Aces fans to the Sparks fans.
Every fan base, every team believes that the officiating is horrible. The only people who haven't openly admitted it in the way that they could, leveraging their platform, is the ESPNs. It's the commentators. It's the, you know what I'm saying? Like, even in this last Fever Aces game, you had Ryan and Rebecca Lobo kind of like, ooh, wait, no, that's not it. So for Kathy saying that, here's the thing. Kathy feels emboldened. She is the leader of the WNBA, the entire league, and she reports to Adam Silver. She feels she's untouchable and she can say and do whatever she wants to do. But Kathy missed the memo that laid out that this is not the W that you may have grown up with. She knows nothing about basketball. Yes, she comes from the financial background, but that's not enough. Like, I can come from marketing and beauty and media and entertainment and all of that, but you have to adjust to the industry, the specific industry or niche that you're in. You can't just be one-sided in your approach to operating a business. And she feels like she's untouchable. And that's evident in this comment and in the other comments that we'll get into. But for her Kathy exposed herself. And she also exposed that a lot of the toxic fan base is buying into the message that Kathy has put out. See, people don't know that it's been Kathy that's been putting it out. You let the fan base do it and you sit back and you don't have to do anything, because now you got a toxic part of the section or segment of the fan base that's doing it for you. And we've constantly heard them say, oh, if your team was winning, you wouldn't say that. That's not true. Egregious calls are egregious calls regardless of who wins and who loses. And that is what has been consistently said, not just this year or last year, but in prior years. Now, it hasn't been as bad as it has been in the last several years, but her taking that position says a lot about how she sees these women. She knows that prior to Unrivaled, they either play in the league or they go overseas.
Correct.
Not a whole lot of people were really looking at Athletes Unlimited. They are now as an option. I feel like having Unrivaled helped to elevate Athletes Unlimited's visibility in some senses, because I didn't really pay attention to them as much prior to Unrivaled. But she in her mind, I guarantee y'all this is what her thought process has been. They either gonna play for me or they're gonna go overseas and play. And a lot of them don't want to leave their families. They don't want to go overseas and have to deal with the politics of other countries. So they will bite their tongue and do what I tell them to do so that they can make money here. And they're gonna take what they get.
Well, let me tell you this, and I'll let Tony get in here. Let me get this straight. You answer to Adam Silver, right? You just said that, El. And you run a league. Then answer me this, Kathy. Why the refs are better in the NBA than in your league? And are you just allowing your boss to just run your league like a YMCA league, because the NBA absolutely know what getting good referees look like, right?
Yeah.
It's been said that a lot of these referees that are being used for the W are refs that didn't make it in the NBA for whatever reason. That's one of the rumors that's out there. Like the W is getting the cast offs. I'm trying to understand how is that happening when they're affiliated with another league that's more prosperous, beyond prosperous than them. But Tony, what you think about these initial comments about malpractice
It is
and lack of
definitely,
accountability?
it's 100% just what she said. The lack of
Mm-hmm.
accountability for your players to take care of your players, number one. Number two, like you said, the referees are YMCA referees. Now, mind you, they've gone through the training, they've coached at the college level, whoa. But they're not good enough to coach in the NBA. So why do you feel that they're good enough to coach in the W? So are you saying that we're less than? And when these women are trying to be equal to, yes, they're women and those are men, but certain calls that the men will get, females won't. And it's just because they're top heavy and females are bottom heavy. Situations like that occur. But there's no difference on how you should be calling the game, how you should approach the game, even from her standpoint. As the GM, she has to make decisions. As the league representative for the W, she has to do better, because you're basically showing everyone that you don't care one stinking bit about these players. You just care about money and ratings. And sometimes it's just not enough. Yes, did the W ask for more ratings? Did they ask for more? They're asking for more. They're asking for more visibility. They're asking for more airtime, a lot more than what they already have, right? Because they are deserving of it. If they're going out and they're sacrificing their bodies the way that they are, and you saying you don't care, how are they supposed to then be concerned about your feelings when speaking upon you? There's no such thing. This is a world in the country of freedom of speech. Freedom of speech, you can say what you will. Now, whether you like it or not, you shouldn't be fining these ladies or these coaches for speaking what's on their mind and calling it detrimental to the league or to the team or to the organization in which you're in or whatever, or detrimental to yourself. It's a problem here. And it's going to be consistent if something doesn't happen. I'm a firm believer in certain people could speak on this particular scenario, and Kathy just get rid of them quietly, right? But Fee, you cannot. As it says, she speaks, everyone listens, because it's not too often that she speaks on things, right? She knows what's going on. She knows what's happening behind the scenes, but sometimes you push buttons a little too hard. And this is the result of the butt pushing that you've done. You've pushed these ladies over the edge, and now you want them to be fine, or their coaches to find them, or whatever the case may be. And it's just ridiculous. But it's very evident. And again, like you said, I believe it was UL, the ESPNs and all of these guys that might say it here and there, but not really harnessing in on that, is a problem. Because if you give that same physicality to whom they deem is superior, we know it's not, right? Then you're vitrioling the entire league. You're vitrioling the females that she's playing against, the referees, the coaches aren't doing a good job. But all the females are receiving the same thing. They're going through the same thing. Why aren't they talked about? Why don't you have charismatic for them? What they're going through. You can sit there and clearly see if someone did today, I believe it was Ocho, that I forgot his actual name, but his podcast is Ocho. He highlighted some stuff today that pinpointed all of just about half the calls that weren't made in that last game. You have to highlight that stuff, because if nobody highlights it, then who says what? One person does it, 10 people will do it. 10 people do it, 200 to 500 will do it. Now you have it all over the place, because it needs to be spread and shown how bad, just how bad it looks. It looks horrible, just as it is horrible in person for these females who have to go through it. So I feel Fee in everything that she's saying, and she has every right to come out on this platform and do it the way she's doing it. She's doing it with class, by the way.
Yeah.
She's not yelling, she's giving straight facts. If Kathy comes back and try to say she didn't say it, it will be a lie. So are you calling Fee a liar, Kathy? I beg to differ. Oh, she's going to. Oh, yeah, she's going to. Because the key is for her to protect herself and what she's acclaiming as brand. Now you lose credibility with these players. They don't respect you. So my thing is, either you get from being in a position that you're in and give it to somebody else who's capable of getting it done, or you answer to the call the right way by fixing this problem. Which, knowing her, she will not.
Well, it goes to a broader thing. Adam Silver is her boss. I digress. Let's keep going.
Keisha, let me add this to button up what Tony just said. I agree 1,000% with both of y'all. And here's the thing, again, y'all have to remember, I believe her thought process has been, they need me more than we need them. Or they need us more than we need them. But where she has messed up is, and I think this is kind of going to lead into maybe one of the next segments, she missed the mark with that train of thinking, especially when you look at Angel Reese, Paige Beckers, and Caitlin Clark, and the massive profitability that they brought to the league. These ladies are showing other players, even the veterans and the ones that are coming in upcoming drafts, that you don't solely have to rely on this league for your income. They are showing how to have well-diverse personal brands that allow them to touch other industries and become household names in a way that we only saw a really small handful do, like Lisa Leslie, Cheryl Miller, and even Dawn Staley, in the fact that they transcended culture by being featured on shows like Martin and other shows. You know what I'm saying? Like we saw a small segment of that back in the 90s. But the way that these ladies are coming in and showing, like, she didn't count on that. So her idea or thought that they need the league more than the league needs them is just really misplaced ego.
But hold on. We're gonna play the next thing. And see, I've been telling y'all for like a whole year now. That woman thinks their stardom and all that stuff is due to the W. She thinks she can take their stardom away at any given moment just by getting them out the league.
Keisha, that's because she believes that she is the star. Y'all don't see that?
Yeah, like, of course she believes she's the star with them ugly wedges that she wear every day.
If she thinks she's more of a star than Caitlyn, correct. You know what she thinks about Angel.
Oh, wait, let's get into it. Let's see what she said.
Let's get into it. Let's hit the play button.
Let's see what she said.
I also asked how she planned to fix the fact that players like Caitlyn, Angel, and Paige, who are clearly driving massive revenue for the league, are making so little for their first 4 years. Her response was, Caitlyn should be grateful she makes $16 million off the court, because without the platform that the WNBA gives her, she wouldn't make anything. And in that same conversation, she told me players should be on their knees thanking their lucky stars for the media rights deal that I got them. Ooh. That's a mentality driving our league from the top. We go to battle every day to protect a shield that doesn't value us. The league believes it succeeds despite its players, not because of them. I have the privilege of watching my husband run a league where he has to balance 100 different things at once. I won't pretend the job is easy, but even with all of that on his plate, he always takes the time to reach out to players when he sees an injury, whether it's Unrivaled or even during the WNBA season. That is what leadership looks like. It's the human element. It's basic integrity, and it's the bare minimum any leader should embody. This year alone, I've gotten calls, texts, and well wishes from so many players across the league. Those moments remind me that sometimes there are things bigger than the results than this game we play. But do you know who I haven't heard from? Kathy. Not one call, not one text. Instead, the only outreach has come from her number 2 telling my agent that she doesn't believe physical play is contributing to injuries. That is infuriating, and it's the perfect example of the tone-deaf, dismissive approach that our leaders always seem to take.
That girl said, and I quote, she said, y'all should be happy I got y'all this media deal. Caitlin, Angel, Paige, all the rest of y'all should be happy that y'all have the W's platform to elevate yourself. Because without us, without the W, y'all wouldn't be as popular as y'all are. We control all of this. We control all this stardom. We can give it and we can take it away. I wonder why she feel that way, Pam.
She feels that way because of who she got in the goddamn league. You don't get that without those players. I don't care how much of a talking point you got, because you didn't have it before Caitlin and Angel came in there like that. That league had it when it first started. They had a little bit of it because of it was new and what was going on and the players that they had, and people wanted to see them play. They wanted to see this new league. They wanted to see what was going to be so great about it. And then it fell off. Then she comes in and she takes over. What the is she talking about? Because she didn't do it. She really believed that she used those words and told Fee those words, and everyone out here in this world know that that's a bald-faced ass lie. She went in there and she brokered the deal, but she brokered the deal based on the backs of the future
names of that's correct
of what has come into the league and future names that are going to come into the league. That's where she's getting that from.
Because she couldn't do that 2-3 years ago.
No, she couldn't, Elle. She could not.
That comment is problematic on so many levels, but
hugely.
It screams classist. And I know I might sound crazy to some of y'all, but just hear me out. That's a classist thought process. It's like they should be on their knees thanking me. Not even the league. You, first of all, for you as a woman to insinuate that other women should be on their knees is disturbing on so many levels. I don't know nothing about her personal life. I don't know if she's married, likes men, likes women, has kids, nieces, nephews. I don't know none of that. It don't matter. But you are a woman, and you had and you felt comfortable enough to say this, and I truly believe in large part she felt comfortable enough to say this to Fee because she didn't think it would ever be repeated.
Right.
She didn't think it would ever be repeated. And you're talking about, let me tell you what Kathy did. She didn't open up a can of worms in so many ways, but she got some of the most toxic CC fans now up in Angel's comments agreeing with Angel. That's how bad it is today. Because now you done came after their favorite and said this, and now they're saying like, oh, wait a minute. I said on a post on somebody else's post, I said they're realizing now that the machine tricked them. And the story that has been fed to them, the narrative that has been pushed, has been rooted in falsehoods. Now, you do have a somewhat willing party that's been playing along, and that's been Caitlin.
Yeah.
She's been playing along with the narrative. She's been playing along into this idea. We've seen it. We've had conversations about her and them other two milk duds on the side being real disrespectful to the Brienne January. a legend in the game.
They need to be kicked off for next year.
That level of it, we've never seen that from male or female players.
Never.
But that level of entitlement and behavior doesn't come out of nowhere. You feel emboldened to do it publicly because someone is giving you the green light to believe that you have it like that. And now what Fee has done, again, I said at the top of the show, she's strategic. She was strategic and intentional with what she shared.
Yep. She meant it.
Let me tell y'all something. All of them being used. They fell for the okie doke. That woman don't care about none of them.
As I said, she gave 2 rats.
She don't care about none of them players from Caitlyn on down. She just using them. Yeah. And she also using the tension between the two sides against them.
Sure.
All of us, the fans, the players, are pawns in this. She played a lot of people to the fiddle. Yes, Caitlyn, she has been playing alone. Don't get me wrong. She's been playing alone to get used.
She wants to be used. She wants to be used.
I don't think she want to be used. She actually thought she was on top.
She can say something. She's watching it. She's watching.
Oh yeah, but what I'm saying
is watching it.
I don't think she thought she was being used.
No, I get that. I get you saying.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. I think
she
thought she was gonna get the best end of the deal. Sometimes when you're trying to get over on other people by using some other person, you end up getting over on yourself. It happens all the time. You think, and that's why I say this,
Keisha, because look at what we're seeing now. Yeah, she's popping out on the court and saying little stuff here and there. I just want to, but she thought that she would make it through this season with the bad play, and that it was going to be praised, and it wasn't. So she found out quickly that shit right there wasn't gonna fly. Tony. You can play as bad as you want to, but she's still getting the narrative that I'm still the greatest because it's all out there.
Tony, her persona, would never. She is not this. Ain't gonna never. Her persona has been negatively tainted, and no matter what she do, we will always have a side eye.
Yeah, you're right.
She let Kathy Engelbert do that to her.
Yeah.
Because see, Angel Reese can evolve, y'all, because she came out as herself.
Yeah, yeah.
But once Caitlyn decides to actually be herself, we see everybody. A lot of people, even her fans, are gonna be like, "Is this the real?"
Well, we saw a glimpse of. We talked about it a little bit at All-Star when she was up there up there dancing and singing with Mario, and we saw a glimpse of it. Then we was like, "Okay, we could get with that. If that's who you really are, that's cool.
Be yourself, man. Be yourself.
Be yourself.
Yes.
But you gotta understand. Sometimes when you think to Elle's point, when you're thinking you're getting all this help, you got the handlers, you got the people crafting the story, and then you ain't took the time yourself to look at the story and go, wait a minute, I might not end up on the right end of this when it's all said and done, because y'all making me to be something.
Professionally, none of them gonna end up on the right side. They all gotta know that. She should have learned from LeBron. LeBron speaking up on her. She should ask some questions, which I know she did, and some other people. Should have asked the goddamn person.
Because LeBron
and she would have known. Because he's definitely the league of narratives. He's the one that's always speaking out and reaching out and all this other stuff. And my brother Kobe and you got my brother's shoes on. And we just gonna change his name off of one pair and give it to you and all this. EEII, she ain't got the IOU and make her own shoe, right? Like just different things like that. It's old McDonald's had a farm over and over again.
Look, another thing. Since she say the women in the W should be happy about what she did for them. She think Adam Silver gonna come to her rescue?
No, he gonna leave her. He gonna
He
leave her
gonna
on an
let her
island by herself.
dry.
As a
She
matter of
gonna
fact, she might
dry.
be
She
a
gonna
casualty
hang.
of war. She might be a casualty of
L,
war.
I'm just getting ready to say that.
Don't be
L,
surprised
she
if
gonna
she
run
if she
out
lose
to
her
dry.
job.
Adam
She
ain't playing with that. He
he
goes, that's your
what?
goddamn problem. Deal with it.
Because let me tell you something. Adam ain't stupid. He knows that look. Man, we ain't even got enough time for it. But let me say this.
Yeah.
Look, there's a crossover in the same way that you have droves of women who are faithful football fans. You have droves of women who may have only liked women's basketball because that's, they grew up watching girl sports or whatever. Maybe not so much the boys, or it didn't translate over into the pros from like high school or college, right? But now you got women in the league who are in relationships with men in the NBA. And you have just yesterday, you had two of the three men during their media day for NBA, for their respective NBA teams, gushing over their women, two of which are in the WNBA. There's a crossover that has happened that's massive. Adam knows that these women will show, we are the biggest spenders. They show up, that we are the biggest purchasers. They show up, they support, they buy. Adam is not about to mess up his good thing over on the NBA side with no shenanigans from some cocky who done got out of their place mouthpiece. She will mess around and lose her job.
You about to lose your
You
job.
about to lose your job.
You about to lose your job. I don't know. I mean, she might hang in there, but she gonna be hanging from the
But
side.
here's the thing. I believe we headed for a lockout. You can almost guarantee it at this point.
It is.
And you know what the trip part about it
And
is? Kathy, all you had to do is do your job.
Do your
Nobody
job.
nobody needs to be grateful to you for doing your job, player.
They didn't ask for anything else. They just
What's
asked
with
you
this
to
this
do
new
your job.
what's with all this new softness that's running around America? I'm supposed to pat you on your back every 5 minutes because you just for you to do your job, player. It is your job to negotiate media deals. It's your job to get the best refs. It's your job to put the best product on the floor.
Yeah.
Player, that's your job.
That's why Unrivaled was so successful in its inaugural season, and they surpassed all metrics and numbers and ended up raising even more money, y'all, in the offseason because they put a solid, good product out. That you got the people like T. Carmela and other folks from our community and online where they live in other states, and they were taking multiple trips to Miami to go to these games.
Yep.
That's because they got a good product out. It's not just about having a good business model. And there were a lot of naysayers and retractors about the 3-on-3 model. It's not real basketball. It's not this. But that narrative was drowned out by the massive support.
Yes.
That Unrivaled received. So much so that they have to expand. They put the money to work. They didn't just get more money and pocket it or try to do something funky with it. What did they do? They created 2 expansion teams, giving more opportunities for more W players in the offseason to stay stateside.
And one more. Come on, El, you got it. One more.
What? Go ahead.
They did that stateside, but they also feeding the players.
Yeah.
They feeding the players. And that's most important. You feeding the players. We're not talking about food. I'm talking about with the soul, with the body, with the mind.
Yeah.
You know, you feeding these players. You giving them education on top of what you're doing for them, for their bodies and their minds and their souls. You're giving them something to ponder on. These are all the important elements of a basketball player. You got classroom time where you're going over if they do have a difficult time understanding how to read and react to plays. All of that stuff is happening at Unrivaled. All of it. It is a teaching tool for these women things that they've never gotten. If you were on a team like a South Carolina with a Dawn Staley or freaking LSU with our crazy girl, or you've been a Duck, or you've been a Duke player, or you've been a UConn player. Those coaches right there, they're feeding your soul. But what about the rest of the players that come in that aren't from those programs? Is their soul getting fed the same way?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So those that don't know still are at a learning curve and have to now figure it out and be a part of something like that and get that. So this is what another huge thing I am so loving about Unrivaled. It is what it is. If the W falter because, hey, everybody come on over to Unrivaled, guess what? What we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna open it up to 5-on-5 and we're gonna play while the lockout is going on, because they can't stop them from playing.
Mm-hmm.
You can't.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna either stay overseas or Unrivaled get some more games going.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, just have pickup. If you say, hey, we're gonna have a round robin tournament, get the best of 5 or whatever.
Yeah.
Give me a pool of names. We're going to divvy them up just like we do in Unrivaled, and we're going to just play to stay in shape till they figure out what they want to do.
Yeah.
I got something
And
to
they're
say.
making more money anyway.
Yeah.
I got something to say to Kathy.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Come on, Keisha, let her have it.
I used to help run a youth league. Okay? And if y'all know anything about youth league, there's no money.
Mm-hmm.
Non-profit. It's my job to get sponsors, help with the organization, help with getting people to work the refs and all the stuff that happens on the field by the time the game blows that first whistle to the end. Make sure the people in the stands having a good time. Make sure we got concessions. Make sure we got refs. Make sure all the teams are adhering to the policies and procedures, and making sure whatever shortfall the organization has, we get sponsored in to support the league. I never ran around there on the field talking about somebody, please give me kudos for what I signed up to volunteer to do. My job. I never sat out there and said, you know what, darn them cheering. I don't care if they get hurt. I'm going to get the worst refs around the DFW. I never said that. We're going to try to get the best refs for y'all because y'all deserve it. Because we got children out here. We don't want them to get hurt.
Right.
So if I can do that, and the other people that work with me every day trying to get money in and make sure those kids have the best experience along with their parents. And I wasn't out there talking about they better be glad.
That sounds like a narcissistic husband that says, you better be glad I'm paying the bills. You better be glad I'm providing for my family. Or a mama that's telling her kids, you better be glad I'm feeding you. That sounds crazy.
That's not a sport. To your point, that's not a sports perspective, because all of this doesn't work. You can't get sponsors and people and all those people to invest in something if the product on the floor, the product on the field is not good.
Right.
Nobody wants to be in the stands watching their kids get cracked back and nobody do nothing.
Right.
Yep.
Nobody. I don't care what you say.
Nobody. So I'm just telling you on a smaller scale. I ain't even caring. You have to care. You have to care about those children, young adults, high school. You have to care about those athletes on the field or on the court. If you don't care, you just look at it as like a business thing, then you don't need to be doing that, because you have to integrate empathy, understanding how their bodies work, because it's a human experience that's going on here. Yeah, you making money, but there's a human experience going on the court or on the field, and you have to be cognizant of that. And if you don't have, I don't know, the compassion to understand that, you can't be a commissioner. You just can't.
Kathy thinks the league is about her. and it's not.
And that's why Fee's not gonna probably be in the doors anymore. She's not gonna let Fee in the doors anymore for the next meeting.
Let me tell you something.
You can't keep her out, but I'm just saying she's gonna be very limited to
about
what
to
she
launch.
said moving forward.
They about to launch God doggone war on Unrivaled, but I digress.
Yeah,
Oh, you
they can
already know
try.
that's coming. They
Yeah,
can try,
you
but
know
it's
they
not
can,
going.
but it's not gonna work. You can't
It's
launch
not
something
going.
on somebody else's
Oh, they gonna
entire
try.
platform.
Yeah, they gonna try.
She's already mad at Fee because they're offering the players what they're offering them, and somewhere to play in such short amount of time, and they're getting paid more with her than it is with the league. So
before we get out of here, because I gotta
that
go.
was her whole thing, Keisha.
Hold on. Yeah, that was all of the part. The rest she's talking about the team. But let me just tell you this. Kathy Engelbert,
What'd she
she
say?
gave a response. She said, I have the utmost respect for Napheesa Collier and for all the players in the WNBA. Together, we have all worked tirelessly to transform this league. My focus remains on ensuring a bright future for the players in the WNBA, including collaborating on how we continue to elevate the game. I am disheartened by how Napheesa characterized our conversations and league leadership, but even when our perspectives differ, my commitment to the players and to this work will not waver.
Girl, stop lying with that old fake. Look at your vein popping up out
That
the
you
side
know
of
what
your
that
head.
translates into? I'm sorry I got caught. I'm sorry. I didn't think she was going to.
I
She
didn't
didn't think.
think she was
I'm
going to
telling you, she didn't
expose
think.
me.
She did not think it. She did
There
not.
you
I'm
go. She
telling you,
didn't think
I
Napheesa
can
would
put
expose her.
my whole savings. I guarantee she didn't think it. Not one time.
It's a free conversation, though. If you're gonna have those type of words in conversation for Fee, do know at some point there's a talking point that happens, and in the end, sometimes when you are burning bridges, guess what? Sometimes you just gotta get a taste of the medicine.
Mm-hmm.
She said,
Keisha,
"Hey,
put
Keisha,
them
you got
pictures
the
up real
comment."
quick.
Oh, yeah. Before that, do
Which
you want
one?
to get
Check your
the
text.
money?
Oh,
Yeah,
hold on.
catch the money real
Thank you,
quick. Yeah.
Felicia Daniels, for the $5 super chat. She said, "Hi, Keisha. Look at the comment I sent you. I'd be so disappointed in women." Yeah, I was looking. Hold on, I'm gonna put them up right quick before.
Yeah, then
Since
Keisha
you
got to
brought
go
them.
to the salon.
I got it. Hold on. Lord have mercy.
Girl, my feet feel so good with that
I'm
pedicure.
gonna try to make it. I'm gonna try to make it bigger. Hold on.
Ooh.
I'm gonna read y'all what it say because it be coming in real little when you go to the. God damn it!
Big dog, what you talking about? He needed. Oh, he was trying to drop a link. I think he said. What link?
I can't make it bigger. He probably tried. Yeah, I don't know. Hold on. He said some lady named Sarah Gamelli said you can be for the player speaking without thinking and consequences when a transformative CBA is right in front of you is not the best move. I guess this lady Sarah Gamelli
Is that the
is.
same woman that was talking about Angel mischaracterized Angel's comments?
I'm not sure.
Is
I
that the
don't
same
know.
Sarah?
I would have to see her face.
Yeah.
The one
Of
that
course.
came back and apologized.
Yeah.
That
Now
her?
they saying that ESPN said Fee's comments were inflammatory. Man, pick a side and just
I
stay
bet
on
it
it. They get on
was.
And
my nerves.
ESPN, shut the hell up.
I bet it was.
ESPN needs to shut up because when
I,
they do it, is it not inflammatory? When they do it?
I think she meant for it to set something on fire. Me personally.
Yeah,
Baby, look at them pictures I sent you in your text message.
exactly. She meant to set stuff on fire.
Yeah, I
Big
think she
dog, what
meant
did
it.
Angel say in response to Fee's comments? I don't see a link.
I don't see a link either.
What are you talking about?
He said he posted the link, but because he's not a mod, it's not blue. But I don't see a link at all. Even
yeah, it will still come up even if you're not a mod.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You can see the
Hold
link,
on.
but I don't see the link.
All right, y'all. We about to get out of here. I got a hair appointment. I can't be messing around with y'all. You know.
Keisha said, I got to get my hair busted on this inflammatory day. Yeah, it is inflammatory. Flames.
Yeah.
You set it all in flames.
Yeah, I tried to be nice to y'all. They like to run around with stuff. Let me see. Hold on. Wait a minute. Did it download all of them? Well, they said it did, so let's see, yeah.
Thank you, T. Carmela. We love and respect y'all. We appreciate y'all being here. Listen,
Yes.
one thing you always going to get is straight no chaser. I mean, it might come
Right.
out harsh sometimes. You might not agree with it, but you can always expect to get honest, unbiased
Yes.
commentary and conversations and dialogue from us. We, even as panel members, we don't always agree on the same points, but we show respect to
Mm.
one another. And it gives us an opportunity to look at things from a different perspective. So we always gonna be fair and honest and unbiased, but also raw at the same time.
Yeah.
all
Absolutely.
I all I know is B say the internet on fire. She don't give a damn.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
She
Now
don't
she
care.
about to
Got
go
to,
on and nurse
baby.
that ankle for the next 4 months so she can get ready for Unrivaled.
She
She
don't. She don't
said,
care.
I got time today. I got
I
time
got
today.
time today, baby.
She said she ain't got time for y'all and y'all ridiculousness.
Yeah, but when is it that they don't, you know, that they don't check on the players? I mean, like she said, she hasn't checked on her. And when she hasn't checked on her, I mean, come on, man. Players and folks are coming around and saying thank you, but the one person to whom you're really playing under, this is your league, and you
That
can't
woman
even
don't care.
send something? Come on.
She
Mhm.
thought they was gonna do like they did before, just you know.
Fee was very calculated. I see some people are now coming out the woodworks like she shouldn't have said this and she shouldn't have said that, and they're part of the problem to me because
Yeah,
anytime
she
you
most
know that
certainly should
this is,
have.
and I guarantee you that even sports media, they know these things are being said and going on behind the scenes. So when you know that there is dysfunction happening at a major level, you can't continue to sweep it under the rug. It's just like the families that know the uncle that molested one of the kids and don't want to say nothing. And then he get one of the nieces pregnant and then she have a baby and then you want to molest the other one. Everybody like, just don't tell nobody. Keep it in the family. No, this is how dysfunction continues. It breeds and it grows and it becomes demonstrative. You don't do that. So now feed and let the cat out the bag and let the chips fall where they may. And they should be getting on the right side of history, ensuring that they're on the right side of history instead of condemning this young lady for opening her mouth and using her platform, the very thing that we are encouraging a lot of these athletes to do.
Absolutely.
Hold on. Fee on her way out.
Oh.
Y'all stupid. Hold on,
Yeah,
I
she
got
done
one.
burned
I
the
got
whole
one
building down.
more. She said that sucker on fire. This was saying, oh, okay, hold on. Yeah, I'm putting it up there, Lord.
Okay.
Hold on. They coming up one at a time.
One at a time.
Yeah. Mom, what happened in September 30th, 2025?
Keisha, I don't see it. You got it up?
Yeah, I got it
Why
up
can't
on
I
the
see it?
screen.
Yeah,
I
I
can't
saw
see
the
it.
screen. It's on the
It's on
screen.
the
It's funny.
Oh
screen.
Lord. Oh Lord.
Hold on. We got one more, y'all. We got one more, and then we're gonna let y'all get. Yeah,
Boy, Phoebe been hanging
the
around
league
ain't
is on
long.
fire, y'all. Hold on. Hold on.
Listen,
Somebody said,
you got Brittany Griner reposting stuff, baby. You got players like
hold
Brittany's
on,
like,
hold on.
Look at
This
this.
was saying, Fee out here bat signaling Paige, Angel, and Caitlyn fans was such a power move. I'm cackling.
superpower move. That was a Super Mario move right there.
She, she put out the bat signal. Hey, Angel, Caitlyn, and Paige fans, unite. We need you.
Come on out, man. Come on out. Join us. Girl.
We need you, player. Baby, that was calculated. You hear what I'm
Listen,
telling you?
We
Dallas said,
said it. It's
wait,
very calculated.
why somebody say that Kathy done she done pulled the plug on man bun so that can distract from the news that's happening. No, man, we on your heels
No,
and your head.
you,
It's not
baby.
going
We own
nowhere.
you.
Baby, I
We
promise
own
we're gonna
you.
be back on this topic, y'all. I know I got to go, but we're gonna be back on this topic. But the whole Angel, Caitlyn, and Paige fans united thing that took me out of here, y'all.
That shit was
Y'all,
funny.
that girl said, look, I made a reference to Kathy, and I told her, what do you do about Angel, Caitlyn, and Paige fan? And she said Caitlyn
She
should
said,
be
because
happy.
I'm telling, because Caitlin, I want your fans to know, because right now I'm inquiring minds. And guess what? I did TSI, and I'm gonna make sure that we investigate this. I'm gonna put it on out there for you, so you don't have to go ahead and get your hands dirty.
Hold on, I got a question for y'all.
What you got?
And then we gotta go. I gotta look around, make sure the government.
Make sure the government ain't listening.
You think Caitlyn gonna try to save Kathy?
Oh, and she'd be a fool if she did.
She would be a fool, and her fans would call her one. Don't you do it.
He should. With that said, she would be a fool if she did. But here's the flip side of the coin.
She probably will do it.
If she did do it, it would be because she's trying to cement her seat for another year. Like, fame is a hell of a drug for some people.
It is.
Right?
It
and
is.
right now, she appears to be untouchable in the league. And her close peons that associate with her. And if she buys into that idea, she might dismiss it and be like, well, I don't believe Kathy said that. Right? If she, it comes down to what's more important to her. Kathy's comments that are damning to her brand as a basketball player, or if she wants to play the corporate game, which I can see her parents encouraging her to do, and maybe even her agent. So it's 50-50. But if she does it, she's stupid to me. Because you got enough. She's one of those people that don't understand the kind of motion that she actually has. Maybe her motion is not like Angel's. Let's be clear. Angel got motion. If she don't never touch up another basketball, she got motion. Right? Caitlyn hasn't proven that to be the case with her own personal brand outside of basketball. So yeah, I don't know.
Hey, CC. Kathy Engelbert said you ain't SHIT.
Ball's in your court.
They don't call me messing for nothing. CC called me, hit me up in the DMs, player. I'm gonna tell you,
I'm gonna tell you what we're gonna advise you on what to do.
I'm gonna tell you, player. If you want to come on and speak your truth, I would coo you up. But baby, that woman said you ought to be happy that you have her platform, baby.
That's what she said.
She said you a $5 heifer.
That's
she
what
can
she
make
said.
change with you, CC. That's what she said.
That's what she said. And then she just said, "Sit your $5 ass down before I make change."
She said she can shut you down anytime she wants to, CC.
She Nino Brown, CC. She Nino Brown, CC. Real quick, she Nino Brown that child, and that's a shame.
That's diabolical.
That's a shame.
Oh Lord.
AL 504. Unfortunately, when the live ends, the comments go with them. The comments from the live go with them. So y'all have to go back on the posted video and add your comments.
Add your comments. Let me tell you something. CC, it's hard out here for a pimp player. That's all I got to say. See, when you're a rogue, when you're a rogue wolf, like Angels, you can go any way you want because you're unapologetic. But you gotta move. You gotta move different. You gotta. I'm gonna be waiting. I'm gonna be waiting to see what comes out of your camp, play girl. Because that girl say she made you, player. Basically, that's what she said.
She said she made you, pimp.
I don't care nothing about no Sophie Cunningham. She gonna jump on whatever is trending and hot for the moment to stay relevant.
Oh, of course.
Sophie done jumped on enough stuff already. She needs to stop jumping.
She all over the place. She like a flea jumping from dog to dog. Girl, it don't even matter. It don't matter what breed of the dog it is.
She don't need to twirl no more. No.
Baby, she done jumped on too much stuff, and she's in the hot seat right now. So if I was her, I wouldn't be doing no jumping.
Exactly.
Yeah, Tula play. Do anything for clout. It's that song. You do anything for clout.
She want to use CC people now. She want to use people.
She riding the wave, honey, because she know if she's not attached to CC at this point, the only thing people gonna be talking about concerning her is her allegedly sleeping with the CEO of the
Hold on here. How dare you call CC a $5 heifer to a black woman?
$5.
$5. She didn't even give her $5. She gave it
Yes,
$1.99 special.
she gave it $1.99.
She gave it $1.99 special, baby. She gave her a discount, the yellow tag, the red tag.
She said,
Girl.
baby,
That's what she did to
said,
her.
you ain't no different than Angel or Paige. Go sit your $5 stuff down and be happy for this platform we gave you.
Now, Kathy, what I don't think one or two things happened in that part of the conversation. Either Kathy had something negative to say about Angel and Paige too, and their impact or how she sees it to be, or she just wasn't foolish enough to say nothing. But I'm gonna tell you who was smart. That daggone Napheesa Collier.
Yes.
Because she knew that was going to mobilize them people. And baby, they all over the internet having fits.
Baby, I know they all.
I'm pretty
Kathy,
sure this gonna be
it
in
ain't
the
gonna
news
work,
cycle
Kathy.
for another 3 days. We
It
about to
ain't
get
gonna
up
work,
out of
Kathy.
here. I don't want my beautician to be pissed.
Yeah.
We don't
Yeah,
want her, but Keisha, we need you on playing calling the game tonight looking pretty. We can't have you looking like James Brown, sis. So go on and go to your
And
appointment.
then look, and black women, when you miss their appointment or be late, they be giving you the
hot.
stink eye.
Uptight. Don't do it.
You
Go on,
holding me up.
Thank y'all for coming up here for emergency panel. I appreciate y'all. Hit the like button. We said that one time throughout the whole thing. Look, hit the
like button. But did you pay the bill? Did you pay the bill?
Heck, I ain't worried about no bills.
Yeah, you gotta pay the bill. Ain't but a second. Pay your bill.
I don't know where the bill's at. Hold on.
Douglas, your Aunt Chi Chi is pathetic too, but you don't hear us complaining. Go on and have the day you deserve, okay?
Here we go, promo.
Underdog Fantasy is the best way to play fantasy sports. Let me tell you about the simplest way to get in on some WNBA and NBA action. Find your player, pick higher or lower, win you some extra cash. Pick between 2 to 5 players to fill out your pick'em entry, get every pick right, and win some serious cash. Use our promo code FCT and receive up to $1,000 in bonus cash. Now that it's football time, follow the 4-court trio as we share our picks. Like I said, pick your player, choose your amount, win money, make picks, win cash. Thanks Underdog Fantasy for the partnership with us, and thank you for using promo code FCT on Underdog Fantasy.
You know, when we start talking about mammies in the chat, it's time to go. Let's go, y'all.
That's why I said his auntie.
Yeah.
Dude, don't come in here being disrespectful. Ain't nobody said nothing about you. Don't come up in here being disrespectful. You protecting a woman who will look here. I'm about to say something, boy.
We about to go.
Boy, look here, get up out of here. Look, bro.
Peace, love, and soul. Love y'all.
Get
me out of here. Get me out of here.
All right, bye, guys.